Hey there guys, welcome to the next video here on the Duct Tape Stuff channel. Something really amazing has happened. The Duct Tape Stuff channel is now sponsored by Westcott brand cutting tools, and it's really exciting. I just want to take this video to show off some of the products that they make, as well as kind of give you guys an idea of the products and the tools that you're going to see me using on the channel from now on. So let's get started here on the video. So before we get started here on the video, I just first and foremost want to say a huge thank you to Marisa Pawelko, and she is the main person who was responsible for me getting this sponsorship from Westcott brand cutting tools. So a huge thank you to her. You can see her in the Saturday video of the Duct Tape Festival out in Avon, Ohio, and her website is in the description. Also, the Westcott website is also in the description as well, and also the shortcut to the craft section of the Westcott website where you can find all of these tools I'm going to show you in this video. So let's get started here showing you all this awesome stuff. Okay, so we'll start off with the scissors here. Now, scissors are a huge thing at Westcott brand, and they've actually earned the title World's Favorite Scissors. This is a specific kind of model they make called the titanium bonded non-stick scissors, and they're specifically designed just for cutting adhesives and glues and stuff like that. So that means they do a great job of cutting duct tape. So I know you guys are going to want a demonstration, so I will briefly show you how cool these are. And these scissors are not totally brand new. I've been using these for a week now, and they cut through the tape really easily, and they're coated with a special kind of coating that allows the adhesive to not stick to it. If it does stick to it, you just wipe it right off, and then you're back to cutting the duct tape really easily. This is a great tool because a lot of you guys may be too young, or your parents don't want you to use hobby knives on a cutting mat like this. So these scissors are a great alternative to using the hobby knives and the cutting mats, and they do come in the 8-inch ones, as you can see here, as well as the smaller ones here. So you guys can do a lot of awesome cutting with these scissors. They cut right through the tape, no problem. I know a lot of you guys are probably using scissors and they get all gunked up and they get dull, and you can't really cut through anything after a while. I've been there several times, but these scissors are specifically made just for cutting adhesives, and as you can tell, they just do an amazing job of cutting right through tape. So I want to start off with the scissors and show you all these cool things here. From there, we'll move on to the cutting mats. Now, cutting mats are a huge thing when you're making things out of duct tape that really come in handy when you're using your hobby knives, so let's talk about those next. Westcott makes a couple different sizes here. This is the 12-inch by 18-inch here. It's the size I usually use. It's a really nice cutting mat. It's a little bit firmer than the ones I've been using in the past, but that does a great job of healing really well. It is a self-healing cutting mat, which always makes it last a lot longer. It is double-sided, which is really nice. Got the exact same pattern on the other side, except it's this purple color and pink, two really cool colorful colors, and it does have these giant numbers on the side, so it's really easy to tell how long you want something. Also, it's a little bit different than most cutting mats, is it actually has 1/4-inch marks on it too. You can see the little dot in the actual square. Those are 1/4-inch marks, and that really comes in handy because I like to put my duct tape, to the exact measurements, and that really comes in handy because 1/4-inch marks I do actually use a lot more. But if on other cutting mats I just have to guess, but on here you got the little dots to show you exactly where the 1/4-inch marks are. So that's really cool. Like I said, they're self-healing. They last a long time. A good cutting mat will last you a long time. So from there, let's move on to the hobby knives. So hobby knives are next, a major tool when you are working with tape. I use them all the time. They do come in a couple different colors, as you can see here. They do sell this color here all by itself in a package, so you guys can get just the hobby knife, and it comes with the blade on top. They all do come with this protective cap on top, which is really big, and you can tell it really protects the knife there. That's a huge thing because most hobby knives, when you get them, they don't actually have caps on them, so that's nice that they all come with a cap because it's real easy to cut yourself on something like that. So let's talk about the knife itself. All of it is kind of like a rubber coating, which is really nice. It's easy to grip, and if you want to take the blade out, you just twist it here at the center, and then you can just pop the blade off and put a new one on. Pretty simple, but does a great job. The purple one and the pink one here both come in packs where you can get a variety of different kinds of blades here. I don't use too many of these for different kinds of cutting, for duct tape at least, but if you have a whole bunch of other kinds of crafts, you can use a bunch of these other knives blades that come with it as well. So you got those that come in this tiny little plastic container, which is really nice. And I want to talk to you about the tips briefly, because the tips are actually a little bit different than your normal hobby knife. You can't really tell because it's kind of small, so I actually drew a diagram here to show you exactly what it looks like. Here's what most of the X-Acto knives look like. You've got, you know, your point and stuff like that. It's pretty simple. It's like a simple triangle. Well, this is what the Westcott one looks like, and you can tell the difference. You see how it kind of goes up straight, but then it curves to a point, kind of like a mountain, kind of like this, instead of just, you know, straight up and down. Well, that actually adds a little bit of strength to the top. With this design, I've had a lot of the blades actually snap off inside my cutting mat right there, so you kind of end up with this awkward straight line at the top, and that happens sometimes immediately after, you know, like 5 or 6 minutes of cutting. So that doesn't work out too well. But the Westcott one is actually designed like this, and I haven't snapped off a blade yet, and I've been using them for at least a week now with a whole bunch of different cutting, you know, doing a whole bunch of different projects. So this is what it looks like, and you can kind of tell the difference here. So it's really nice. I definitely like that a lot. So if you've been snapping off your blades in your cutting mat like I have with the other craft knives, this is definitely going to come in handy if you use, like, you know, this kind of blade on the Westcott brand cutting tool hobby knife, which you can see here. So that definitely comes in handy. It's a great feature, and I'm looking forward not to snapping off any more of those blade tips inside my cutting mat, because that's not fun. And of course, they do come in extra packs, so you can get a whole bunch of extra blades, and they'll be nice and brand new and sharp, so you can get a whole bunch more if you're starting to go dull. They also make some rulers. They got a few really fancy rulers. This is just one of their more simpler designs. It's got a cork back and a stainless steel. Works great for working with duct tape, so you'll start to see that used on the channel, especially when you know, I can't use the grids here on my mat. I'll be using the ruler here. And last but not least, I wanted to show you a really nifty scissor holster here. This was actually designed by Marisa for Westcott brand cutting tools, and it actually holds one of the scissors here. I'll show you briefly how it works. You put your scissors in just like that, and then you just wrap this band through one of the finger holes, and then you can put this on your belt or on a lanyard or something like that. It's got this plastic sheath inside here, and it comes to a point here, so you can't, you know, poke your scissors through the bottom, and it's a really nice thing to hold your scissors around. Colors are a little feminine, I must say, but I do actually use this one because I like the zebra print on there. It is a pretty cool way of carrying your scissors around. So that's just a brief overview of all the things I'm going to be using here on the channel pretty soon. Alright, so just wrapping up this video, you've seen the scissors, you've seen the scissor holster and the ruler and the hobby knives and the cutting mats. This whole thing is actually sitting on a cutting mat that's 2 feet high by 3 feet wide, so you're probably going to see that in a few of my videos where I show you some really big tutorials, like a duct tape vest, which is coming up pretty soon. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. This kind of gives you an idea of all the products that I'm going to be using on the channel. And definitely want a huge thanks to Marisa once again for allowing me to be sponsored by Westcott here. This is an absolutely great thing for the channel, and if you guys have any questions about, you know, these products or the stuff I'm going to be using, definitely personal message me, and, you know, just ask me about anything you want, because I've been using a lot of this stuff and I'm definitely going to be using it a lot in the future. So don't be shy to send me a message and ask me about it. You can get all these products at a lot of different places. The best place would be to go to the Westcott website and actually click the where to buy, and you'll be able to figure out a whole bunch of different places that sell these items. So take care. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. There will be another time lapse coming tomorrow because it is Friday, and it is going to be a very awesome time lapse. I can guarantee that, and it's going to be a little bit more ornate and a little more complex than the ones you've seen in the past. So definitely look forward to that, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.